Roads. A vital part of development in countries and regions throughout the world. In the Greater Mekong Subregion, infrastructure plays a big role in bridging together the economies of different countries that comprise the GMS and links people to employment, hospitals and schools.
Transport is an important means for communication, for deliver goods and people, so this is really an important area.
The Asian Development Bank has supported the construction and rehabilitation of thousands of kilometres of roads, national highways and expressways in the GMS. Often these roads are the country's lifeline to progress. But the development of roads can also potentially bring negative social impacts.
The physical connectivity results in greater mobility and migration of people. In the GMS we talk about the 3 M's, which is mobile men with money, and it is this mobile men with money who are more likely to frequent entertainment establishments, purchase commercial sex, also move around the region, perhaps carrying some of these communicable diseases, including HIV and AIDS, and passing it on to other areas.
We are worried about that when the road is connected well in the country, people move from one to another and bring with the money in hand, especially for the men. And at the same time, the people who live in the community has low education, low knowledge of HIV/AIDS. So with the men who have money and with the low education, and at the same time, relationship as a partner, it seems to be like the easiest to connect to each other. So from time to time, there are a risk with the multi-partner.
When you construct the road, you have the migrants or the construction workers, or you have truck drivers who move from one place to another. So before the construction move, another side we don't say sex worker, we call service women. So the service women, they move there to sell beers. And then the construction worker, after the work, after they get the salary, sure they will drink, and after drinking, they will go for enjoyment. So this is, what we are concerned of.
Realising the consequences of this greater mobility, ADB, with development partners including AusAid, has funded and implemented various projects in the GMS, which aim to mitigate the risks of HIV and other sexually transmitted infections brought about by greater mobility.
ADB sees this as an obligation to mitigate the risk, but it also sees it as an opportunity to do programs for HIV prevention in the region associated with its own investment programs.
These HIV and STI mitigation projects are being done in coordination with non-government organisations and national and local government units in the GMS. They include safe sex awareness raising sessions, targeting entertainment workers and their male customers, as well as young people in the communities.
Now I know about sexual health issues. If we are not cautious, we may get HIV.
They taught me how to use condoms. I also learned more about sexually transmitted infections.
And a radio program addressing questions from the public on sexually transmitted diseases in Cambodia. Mobile clinics which reach out to far-flung tribal communities in Vietnam, and DVDs and CDs on HIV and STI awareness being played to ethnic minorities in Vietnam and Laos. These projects reach out to populations who are most vulnerable to risks of sexually transmitted diseases. These groups, who are drawn into sexual risks, are now already becoming more aware of ways to engage in safe sex and protect their health. This awareness goes a long way in preventing the spread of sexually transmitted infections. By doing these efforts, ADB not only builds infrastructure, but also makes sure that it addresses the social issues that come as a consequence of road development.